Hello. So we are back. It's funny how this same ribbon cable can pester me. And you know what? In looking at it now, there is one red wire on the ribbon cable, which I think means that's where there's a big 1 on the circuit board. I think that is where the ribbon cable should be, or that red thing, I think. But anyway, I looked at how, oh yeah, I guess I'll need to plug that in. I looked at how I have it hooked up underneath, and now I have confidence that I have it in the right way. But I'm still, oh, I hear disk drive noises. Okay. Now, remember, this is the disk drive. That sounds more like a coffee grinder. So, it not working, not surprising, but having it work does make me believe that this machine, which was dead, which had 3, it had a bad Agnes, a bad Denise, and a bad CIHM. But now, it seems to be working. So the board, from what I can tell now, is okay. The disk drive, not so. I just want to look at this again and see if there's anything else that would help me see what it is that I'm supposed to see, that I don't screw this up again. I'm going to take this off. See, there's this witness mark on here that shows that this cable should be this way. There's a little notch in the board, right in the middle of the board, or not in the middle, right there. And there's a little thing on this cable that indicates that should be there. So now, I'm going to put the red wire flip the red wire to where I see the big number 1 on the circuit board. And I think I have that on properly. See, they do try and make these easy. Okay, I think. Aha! Okay. So, the disk drive is making its little clicky noises. So it's looking for a disk. So, note to self. On the Amiga 500, come on, baby. Where the ribbon cable is, there is a 1, and it's not small. It's pretty big. And that 1 lines up with the red, I don't know if you can see this, but on the ribbon cable, the very first one on this side, it's not red, but it has red on it. So that, assuming that goes in the way it is supposed to, because that's, I guess, pin number 1, and then the witness mark on this, which is right here in the middle, goes, I'll try and do a close-up video of this later. Then you will have the drive in the correct configuration. So, I suppose what I should do, but I'm not sure I'm going to do, is actually try and connect this to a drive that is working, to see that it does actually load up. And I might be able to do that, although it might be tricky. But I think if I hold this up like this, I can connect things. So firstly, I'm going to undo the ribbon cable, keeping in mind that I know I have the ribbon cable connected the wrong way right now on here. So I'm not going to flip it to get it the way it should be. I know I have it in this configuration. It should work. So these ribbon cables are very short, which does not give a whole lot of movability. Okay, we're on. And I know I'm in the right configuration and nothing is touching that shouldn't be touching. So, I heard a disk drive noise. By the way, don't try this at home. Unless you want to. Okay, so I'm going to pop this disc in and see what happens. And so far, it seems to be adequately performing. It does not have a battery backed up clock, which makes perfect sense. Because there is not one. There is no RAM expander here. One thing though, I see. So you always wonder, parts are always good. And from what I can tell, the disk drive that came out of this machine is probably toast. But you see, just for cosmetic reasons, the metal cover over this disk drive here has evidence of some rust and stuff. But the one that I took off of the other drive is quite lovely. Now, will anybody ever see that? Only when they open up the machine. Anyway, the machine has come up and it's looking good. So before I do anything to hurt anything, I'm going to turn it off. To unplug the drive. Okay, and the power. Come on, power. Come on, power. And that. Okay. So we are good. And now that you know what, I could switch this around, but I am not going to at this time. Because you know, I've had enough troubles with all of this. Right now I know it's not right, but it works. So, but I know now, after looking and carefully assessing, that I know what's what. So, so now I have one Amiga 500 that I know it seems, well, I've swapped 4 of the 8 chips into it and now it seems to be working. And I have another one here that has a lovely drive. This is the one I've been testing. And yeah. So, of course, now I wonder, do I really want to take all those chips out and put them back in here? And I guess the answer is yeah. I guess it is. Even Agnes. Even Agnes. Oh, I would rather leave. I don't mind Gary. And Denise. They have never really given me any trouble. They seem easy to get out. I've not bent any pins. It's the CIA chip that always seems to cause me grief. And I don't know why, because the sockets are, you know, the same. Okay. There's Denise. The pins are good. At least I think they are. Alright. Now I'll go for the difficult. Yeah. You know what, if I had another one handy that I know works, I would just leave this. I would. But you see, okay, there we go. I need to have the machine working that I can test other things. And then I can put other things back in. Oh, I have indeed. The end pin is a little bent. And usually when you bend one, you bend two, as in across from each other. Okay, now in doing that, of course, I have flipped it around the wrong way, which I will correct, and I will push, and we're in. And now, Agnes. Alright, normally I start on the other side of Agnes. I'm just gonna gently, and see, the other thing I don't want to do is break or ruin the socket, because if that happens, that would be more than tragic. I think it is loose. It is loose. Okay. Still looks okay. I don't know how you tell what is pin 1 on an Agnes chip. I just know that the writing is upside down. And now, gently and firmly, I push. Alright, so here I need to make notes on that, but I will just a moment. Because you know what? I put the notes on the disk drive, and now the disk drive is not in there. Okay, so assuming all went well, we now still have an Amiga that works. Do no harm. Do no harm. Alright, let's turn it on. Alright, screen is doing its thing. This drive is making noises. The disk is in there. And it is chugging away. So as I was telling you before, this is not perfect either. This is the cover, the metal cover off of the disk drive. This one too, if you look, has some signs of, I don't know, corrosion or something. It is better than the one. This one also has a sticker I've not seen on these before. It says Commodore, June 7th, 1991. And, oh. And the drive, I guess, was made February of 91. This drive is older. But this does have much more, I don't know, maybe, oh, it came up and worked. Maybe what I need to do is see if there's a way, well, that feels like rust, so you can't really get rid of rust. But maybe this one can be cleaner. But out of the two, I would still say that one's better. So this is really redundant now because it's all different. And by the way, if some of you have watched here, I rarely have victories here. I usually find it's just an ongoing cycle of misery. So, but to find that this board is good, but it needs Gary, Denise, Agnes, and the odd CIA, plus disk drive. But that is a lot more encouraging than the note that was on there before, which started with D-O-A, as in dead. So I think I'm going to put this, I was just about to flip this over and put it on the bottom, which is all good, except the board is not really secure. So I think I'll put it on the trapdoor. Woohoo! It's a little dirty in there too. But, you know, that can be tidied up. So it's funny, because still, even with the Amiga 520, which is the adapter that gives you color out of these things, on a 1702, I still really can't make out the RAM number. I can make out it's 31928. Well, maybe that is a 3. It is hard to tell. Anyway, I do need to, I have other monitors, I have other cables. I need to, if I'm going to be doing Amiga things, get a better way of seeing. So, turn that off. And I'm going to rejoice. What does that mean? I don't know. But I am pleased, because I had, as you know, there are 6 Amiga 500s here. Definitely 3 were cooked. 1 was weird. 2 appeared to work, kinda, I think. But now, yeah, I don't have the chips in there, but I know that the board itself is good. Because ultimately, I'm suspecting somewhere along here, I might end up finding a board that is not good. But it might have some chips that are good. So, yeah. So let the games continue. But not right now, for the moment. And I'm not putting this machine back together because I need it for more testing. And I suppose what I should now be doing soon is testing out the keyboards and other such things. But right now, just getting the machine up and booting and accepting Workbench is a good thing. I'm hearing strange sounds outside. I suppose I should explore. Anyway, thank you for being here. And as many of you have seen, I rarely have great moments to celebrate, and this is one of those moments. I fixed something. No, what did I fix? No, I diagnosed something. Amen. Bye for now.